Hey there, YouTube! Before I get into the video, let me remind you, if you like my content, hit that like and subscribe button. And also, if you feel the need to support me, hit me up on my Patreon at patreon.com/uncommonramen. I do all this in my free time, so any amount of support can help me bring more of this content to you more often. Without further ado, another mono red deck. You can't blame me for having a favorite color. Can you? Okay, anyway. Hazoret, Godseeker. Really interesting card. Wanted to see how this worked, so let's jump into this. Hazoret, Godseeker. 1 and a red. For a 5/3 indestructible with haste. Start your engines. For 1 and you can tap this. Target creature. Well, it's actually 1 and tap this. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Hazoret can't attack or block unless you have max speed. Alright. Starts with a Planeswalker. We have Koth, Fire of Resistance. Very good card. Alright. Next up is creatures. Is that it? Okay. Starting with Bomat Courier. Burnout Bastronaut. Crimson Caravaneer. El Truel Survivors, or El Turel Survivors. Endrider Spike Spitter. Fear of Missing Out. Frontier Warmonger. Grenzo Havoc Razor. Grenzo's Ruffians. Inti, Seneschal of the Sun. Don't know where I got Ent from. Kellen, Planner Trailblazer. Koma Inu, Battle Armor. Krenko, Mob Boss. Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin. Lelia, the Blade Reforged. Legion Warboss. Lizard Blades. Loyal Apprentice. Manifold Mouse. Moria Marauder. Phoenix Chick. Professional Facebreaker. Prophetic Flame Speaker. Prosperous Bandit. Sardian Avenger. Stadium Headliner. Stigma Lasher. Subira Tulzidi Caravaneer, or Caravaner. Torbrand, Thane of Redfell. Alright, next up is going to be instants. Starting with a Braid. Bolt Bend. Chaos Warp. Flare of Duplication. Lightning Bolt. Thrill of Possibility. Tybalt's Trickery. Untimely Malfunction. And Wild Magic Surge. Alright, next up is sorceries. Blasphemous Act. Chain Reaction. Faithless Looting. Full Throttle. Mana Geyser. Shatterskull Smashing. Song of Totentans. Sundering Eruption. And Vandal Blast. Next up is artifacts. Arcane Signet. Embercleave. Fiendlash. Fire Diamond. Hazoret's Monument. Racer's Scoreboard. Ruby Medallion. Skullclamp. Soul Ring. Swiftfoot Boots. Urabrask's Forge. Alright, next up is enchantments. City on Fire. Count on Luck. Gratuitous Violence. Raid Bombardment. Roar of Resistance. And Tavern Brawler. Alright, next we're going to look at non-basic lands. Amonkhet Raceway. Arena of Glory. Avishkar Raceway. Bonder's Enclave. Muraganda Raceway. Myriad Landscape. Rogue's Passage. And War Room. And finally we got mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 mountains. Okay, so that is Hazoret Godseeker. So, yes, it's mono red. I know I build a lot of mono red decks. I can't help it. I really love some of the mono red legendaries that they have been releasing recently. They've got, I mean, especially Foundations had a couple Jumpstart mono reds that I really enjoyed. We have Hazoret Godseeker. I also really liked, the used to be Planeswalker Goblin dude in mono red. He was a lot of fun looking, but I fell on Hazoret here because I wanted to build a mono red aggro deck. I hadn't done in mono red an aggro deck since Subira, and really Subira was supposed to be very low to the ground, and it ended up being a very difficult mono red deck, and I ended up having to tie in alternative win conditions in order to get her to really shine. So Hazoret let me revisit the idea of mono red aggro. He's got abilities that are somewhat similar. Subira can make anything or any number of creatures with power 2 or less unblockable, and Hazoret can only do 1 because he has to tap himself to do it. But he's still a 5/3 body with haste that is indestructible, and so he's definitely for 2 very good at getting aggro in there. Obviously we're going to be playing around with the start your engines mechanic here, so we need to try and make sure that we connect as soon as start your engines hits the table. For the next couple of turns we guarantee that we're connecting with one of our opponents so that we can get max speed as soon as possible. And if you look at the creatures that are involved in this deck, it's a lot of very low to the ground, quick out the gates, let's get damage in as quickly as possible while there are no blockers, and then when blockers start coming up, let's find ways to get through evasively. So really fun, interesting idea. I can't wait to get this to a table. So yeah, Hazoret Godseeker. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Keep it positive. I'll remove negative comments. And until next time, guys, peace.